You are my friend, and today we're going to go through this lovely video from Steady Lads. This is pretty much a podcast, friends, and they have a couple of like heavyweight titans in the cryptocurrency industry. And they were on the panel for the Token 2049 Singapore event, and they go through some interesting topics, which I think you can learn from, friends. So what we're going to do is just start off with the first one. The first topic is going to be Binance's recent listings with Neiro.
Boast's mom announced, the dog's name. Everyone started pumping, through Pump Fund, all the dog coins, and I think there was like, what, dozens or...
I mean, there were a lot of people ready for the death of this dog. This is so sad that so many people are like waiting for you to die. As soon as the dog died, everybody was already waiting for the name. And the name came out and just Solana coins, Ethereum coins, both exploding.
Yeah, did you know the story, Chow? Like the
Neiro?
Yeah.
It went it got listed on Binance, and then it went from like 15 million to like 150 or something.
So, baby dolls, this is the chart we're talking about. Neiro, to my shock, he went to near 400 million market cap. Now, here's the thing. This is not the other Neiro, okay? Because there is another Neiro. That was the OG Cabal one. Then it became another Cabal one. The other one is down to 85 million, which made people confused. So, during this discussion, right? So, the Neiro stuff comes out, but I'm just going to fast forward, and maybe they're going to start talking a bit about Binance and what's going on, friends, because it's interesting. The last time Binance listed a proper, now they're not proper, but just what people think is a proper coin was, I think, Layer 0, which was like 6 months ago. And ever since then, they've been trying to get onto meme coins, altcoins, smaller cap ones, okay? But the panel's a bit confused, like, I don't know what the strategy is. Let's see.
What we can do about it, I generally, my hot take of the day is I think that we should not really have these fixed supplies because it creates like a very unstructured opportunity for founders to either, they have two choices. Either, you just throw everything out at the beginning, so you have this like big airdrop, everything's decentralized, and then you have a problem incentivizing community or even the founders. Or you do low float, high FTV, you lock up the investors, as we think they should be locked up because they should be aligned long term. And then you just have unlocks for years. Like even Arbitrum, which is like the leader in the market, it was looking really good until the unlock started, and now it's just going to be years of unlocks.
So this is the ARB-ETH ratio, friends, that I was just mentioning about. Just to give you an example, I mean, all the charts look like this, right? You go near, okay, you drop 75% against ETH. Now there's heaps of unlocks. So what Jordy's basically talking about is that dilemma where there's all these coins and no one knows how to really move around their tokenomics to like incentivize people. We've tried, we start off with Bitcoin proof of work, hook a computer up and do that. But there becomes a problem, friends, because Bitcoin was the Genesis coin and everybody truly believed, okay? And you had to be a visionary. Now, basically, the book has been opened and everyone knows if you hang around crypto, you're here to make money. So you get people who try to like basically stack their edge over everyone else, and it creates a very PvP environment out here, especially with these altcoins, okay? So I'm just going to continue out as well as I just talk about the Binance, one of the Binance co-founders, where she speaks about these coins a bit.
Willy-nilly picking these projects and launching them.
I'm pretty sure there's usually a discussion almost always, and also even though they're meme coins and supposed to be fair launches, they'll still somehow have 10% that they can pay.
So someone did very well off this.
Well, the thing went from 15 to 300. I'm sure there was money to be made. Okay, this is like the real new one now. This is the small one became the real one.
It's up 2,700% in a few days.
But what's the next slide?
The next slide was the old Neiro.
Oh, okay. Well, we were just going back and forth. But going back to my point, I think, the fact that Bitcoin did so well with a 21 million fixed supply, and that's part of the meme, has led so many founders and so many projects in that direction when it's really not suited for other use cases apart from, what was supposed to be a 100-year project of fixed money. I don't know about you, but like, even like AI projects that we talk about, a lot of the AI coins, I don't know if I can mention some, like, even BitTensor, Netmind, all of these kind of coins, they take inspiration from the Bitcoin model, and then they try to apply it to what is just a completely different product that needs a very different distribution. And even at the beginning, you guys were talking about the FDV of Zeebo. Zeebo. And it's like 23 billion, and the market cap's 1 billion. A lot of people have tried to have discussions on podcasts and stuff like, which one should we listen to? Is it market cap or is it FDV? And the unfortunate answer is you can't know until you look specifically at how do you get from market cap to FDV? Is it investors unlocking? Is it just a community fund that only decides when to allocate? It's completely different.
Yep.
And nobody in retail understands like these differences.
Yeah, and in fact, that information.
So, baby dolls, why I really wanted to show that to you is you could just see this whole panel of them discussing this section out here. I'm going to put it to you bluntly. Okay. Now, even in here, they're speaking about Molestia. That's right, TIA, you know Molestia, friends. They got shielded by Bankless, and it did great. Okay, it did like your 10x, 10, 20x. It went up, and they told everybody, stake for an airdrop. Dumps 85%. Okay, now, here's the thing, man. All of these panel discussions, they've sat you down at a table, and there's a dinner plate with like that pizza cover, and you're expecting a pizza. You open up the cover, there's a bread base, but there's dog shit. And you're looking at it like, you're in the shape of a pizza. I'm hungry for pizza, but it's a bunch of dog shit. I don't want to eat it. Okay, now, instead of most of the crypto industry and these panels saying, hey, how about we work on not serving customers dog shit? How come we don't spend time doing that? They go, no, get out. Forget about that part. They're like, hey, look at this shiny dog shit. That's the ultimate critical issue in crypto today. And that's why there's always a rift. Because there's dog shit everywhere and no one understands what consumers want. And the people that do understand what consumers want, they're so maverick. You sound like a scammer. They want to join a community and be early. And now when you say that though, people like scientists, they go and they try to like reverse engineer. Okay, how do I get people to be early? What tokenomics? How do I do the inflation? How do I do this or do that? That's completely wrong, dude. That's just this is the completely wrong path to take. The right path to be taking is to ask the right questions. And the right questions are, what can I give the people to make them want to stay here? That's the question to be asking. No one's asking that question. What they're asking is, they sit in a board, they got VCs, they're on Discord, wherever the hell it is they work these days. They got their brown leather shoes, they got their pinstripes and their gel black hair, and they're saying, hey, which KOLs do we have to bribe and which channels do we have to go to so we can tell people that this pizza-based dog shit is worth eating? That's the question that they're asking each other. They treating consumers, crypto participants, like a public toilet. That's what they're doing, okay? Cults are recruiting people and saying, you know what, man? Screw everybody else. Truck everyone else. That's right, truck them. Come with me. And they say, where are we going? Where are we going? It doesn't matter. You're on a journey now. The journey is to grow the bags. It's like, friends, a teenager seeing one of the propaganda movies in World War I and 2. You know, in World War I and 2, they weren't telling people, you're going to come and get your legs blown off. They weren't saying that. They were saying, come for the greatest adventure of your life. Go and see the other lands. I still remember that from school when they were showing this propaganda stuff, okay? So these are the wrong questions to be asking, friends. They're asking about, hey, how do we do the inflation and how do we do this? And I'm thinking, how about work on not serving dog shit? How about that part? Now, you got to understand, friends, it's a loaded question because now people will say, okay, genius, how would you fix this? And everything is case by case, friends. Maybe I'll sell my services to these people one day. Yes, let me get my hickory pipe. Yes, but I'll tell you the secret. One of the secrets is How about you spend 90% less time on your coding bullshit and then 10x the amount of attention you are putting into recruiting people? How about that? Friends, you know speculation is what fuels assets. Speculation. It's people just speculating that everyone else is going to come here. That's what actually fuels it. People speculated on the internet and then it started growing. And then when everybody was speculating, there's enough people there. And so people with real businesses could now make an actual business idea executed because of those people in there. However, if there was no speculation, there'd be no people there. That's exactly where we are in crypto today. There's just a lot of people willing to speculate and do that. And what these people are trying to do, they're trying to like find these magic consumer application and stuff here and there. No. We don't get to that boring part yet. Okay, we're still onboarding people. That's the type of environment we're in. So that's why I really want to show that to you, friends, because you can see how everyone, they got a warped view of what it is, because what they're doing is they're mid-curving it. They're literally mid-curving it. They're coming in and they're saying, well, let me give a utility product here. Let me change the tokenomics here. Let me make it 2% inflation and hand out this. These types of things, no one gives a crap, bro. No one gives a crap. It's literally, you learn from what's been happening. XRP's got no product, bro. It's still around, okay? It's literally still around. The XRP army, they're still going to keep trying to pump the bags. It's a very, very big bag. Takes a lot of liquidity to move it. But just give you an example, friends. Doge, what's the product? Nothing. The community is a product. You understand? People have come in and put their footprints on this coin, on this network. Doge, Elon Musk. You see? It's age, the legacy, the story, the founder sold. He left out, the founder literally sold the Doge. You can't get that anywhere else, man. Being a part of that network, you are speculating on the future. So if you just understand what I'm talking about, you have an edge over everyone else, because you're starting to know what to look for. You're starting to look at balls of energy of people yelling about a coin. You start to see that as a potential opportunity of like, wow, I wonder how big this ball of energy can grow. That's what it is. Over on the other end, friends, of like VC tech world, what they're trying to do is they have a lot of people in there because they have all the connections. And what they're trying to do is they've already got so many people who all want to get rich and just dump the tokens. Now they're trying to figure out, okay, which KOLs, which buttons can I press at the right time of the cycle to basically get maximum network effect so we can dump our unlocks and then move on to the next thing. That's what it comes down to. The market doesn't respect price to earnings in crypto right now. Why? It's because market participants aren't stupid. You see what's the funny part? If you speak to like people on panels and stuff, what do they say? They'll say, you're all stupid. You're all retarded. You don't understand how stocks work. I go, no. You don't understand how crypto people work, okay? Crypto people have no buyer of last resort. There is no US Fed to come and bail you out. So the market, the free market, has learned to adapt. It knows in a bear market, 90% of revenue goes down, 90% of things go down. It knows now where to allocate. It's adapting for the future in real time. It's just that when they make a decision to adapt, people who are behind the curve, they're looking at them going, oh my gosh, you're just buying some meme coins. Oh golly gee, I'm a Wall Street guy. I don't get it. Of course you don't get it, bro. You don't get it. You haven't lived through a cycle. Or you're watching people who like, they buy a coin, goes down 90%. They buy a coin, goes down 90%. They buy a coin, has a white paper, has a team, goes down 90% with everything else anyway. So they learned. They learned that they were the yield. Now they're starting to make decisions and go, okay, you know what? Screw it. The market, friends, everyone, all of us are learning that a bear market's going to come anyway and everything's going to be wiped. So if you are buying a coin because it has profits today, those profits will be zero tomorrow. But if you are buying a coin where there are some absolutely schizophrenic psychopath cultists who refuse to leave, there is a higher probability that no matter how low the price goes and how bad the bear market gets, that they will return, get their knives out, and start recruiting people at the train station. Buy this coin. Here's this. Get this knife. Buy this coin. That's what you want, okay? No one's coming out here, friends, putting a water pistol to my head and saying, buy some Molestia, buy some Layer 0, buy some Igon Layer. You're yawning already at them. So it's very important we just go through that, friends, because that's where the industry... See, when I see this, I like it because I know, okay, that's our edge. There you go. You know, friends, if this panel was playing my videos and playing my tweets, I'd be shitting the bed. I'm not even joking. I've already got like muggus in my stomach already. That's how nervous I'd be. Because that means we're all about to get major trucked. Major wrecked. If everyone is now looking at my stuff going, oh, this guy's right. This guy's correct. No. Keep me on the bleeding edge. In the next discussion, friends, they speak about ETH BTC. It's actually pretty funny.
This is one of the two most ugliest charts in crypto. The other one being Sol ETH. Sol ETH is the opposite. Sol ETH is one of the most bullish charts, and ETH BTC is one of the ugliest charts.
I think we have a tweet about my point. So Gort, for long-time listeners, knows this is a common pasta producer. It's not your fault. The market is too stupid to understand. Ultrasound, digital oil, triple point asset, internet bond, deflationary, monetary premium, social layer money. So,
do you think we'll ever see a triple-digit shitcoin?
So this segment now moves into Ethereum. And remember, Jordy, who just read out that thing. Jordy, very interesting, friends. Jordy, good trader, good gambler, really good poker, wins poker tournaments. He was bearish on ETH because of the merge. But he was bearish from like 2 years before the merge, like a year or two before the merge. So even he says like, that's the thing without markets, friends. You can be bearish on something, but bearish at the right time is very hard. And then getting bullish at the right time is very hard. I hope he's all in now, but just showing you how tough it is, right? Especially when it comes to markets and cycles. Catching a fart in a jar, very hard. Doing it twice, that's getting long and then getting short and then like getting long. Now, also in this, friends, in this section, they even joke about Vitalik and Vitalik singing. And it was one of these videos, right?
All the rest of them, it's mathematical. No more double spend, it's encryptable. Put your cash in your brain or it's wearable. A new form of wealth.
So the people coming out, they're going, how can you be singing? ETH BTC has literally round-tripped 8.5 years. 8.5 years, down 75% from 2017, and it's actually almost back to 2016 levels. Shit. 2017, if it goes any lower. Now, after seeing all this, friends, this is what I'm telling you, man. Cycles are the most powerful things. I mean, who would have thought that all you had to do was read one of my tweets back in 2022 when I said, well, Ethereum is now going in its third cycle and you have a third cycle curse. That's it. There you go. So trust me, friends, just because I say that doesn't mean, oh, put on the short of a lifetime. No. It's just, isn't it nice to know that we're expecting the cycle? So we're the only ones laughing. We're laughing. Vitalik dumping, Vitalik doing this. We're laughing. I was like, oh, well, that's the third cycle curse in it. XRP copped it last cycle. Bitcoin copped it last cycle. Now Ethereum is copping it. The fourth cycle is actually pretty good. This is, by the way, written by GCR. It's very interesting, the tweets that people focus on with GCR, because they're trying to like look for him for a directional bet, whereas all his deeper meaning ones, I make videos about them. They're the ones no one's looking at, and they're the ones with the most edge and alpha. That's actually funny. So there's actually speculative manias, friends. This is what happens. The first cycle, diminishing cycle, second one, third one's a curse because everyone knows how to price the asset properly, right? So going back to this video, you're looking at this, friends. That's what everyone's focusing on. Like they're making a joke, right? They go, well, it's not your fault that the market is too stupid to understand ultrasound, digital oil, triple point asset, internet bond, deflationary, monetary premium, social layer money. That's like Gort's making a joke about that the Ethereum narrative sucks. It's just, it's not gripping people, but it's not about the narrative, my friends. You see, even people who are really smart, they have like this really like, oh, you've got like a 300 IQ, and here's a joke for you people, right? And we're laughing at fart jokes and squeaky chairs here, okay? We're wearing fluffy slippers. See what I mean? So even they are looking at, well, you got to find the narrative to do this and do that, when we just know, bro, it was already written in the stars. It's your third cycle curse. It's fascinating how it all played out. Now, where to from here, friends? Well, the good part about this is now we get a massive up only because you've just gone through this. All right, it's just taken such a long time. But I hope you understand now the edge you have by just even questioning why there's a cult over here and people are yelling about it. Just ask why, okay? Don't say, nah, you're garbage. Just think about, why are people yelling about it? Why? Once you start to ask why, and if you can find it in your heart to throw $1 in, you have some exposure, you start to learn about things on the upside. Okay, friends? What the stock market people look at crypto, we're all Ponzi scammers. What do you tell them? You tell them the same thing. You go, hey, haven't you ever wondered why people get really loud about Bitcoin and crypto, no matter what, no matter how low the price goes, and they got their life savings in it? You ever wonder why? Oh, you don't wonder why? Okay, put $1 in and come back in 12 months, and they'll learn themselves, you see? Well, it's the same thing happening now. It's just that what happens, friends, when you're traveling along the risk curve, people come in and they find their comfortability. They find where they are on the risk curve. And then it's interesting, right? We solidify ourselves on the risk curve, and we think at people who are in one step safer than us, we think they're boring and retarded. And then people who are further down the risk curve, taking on more risk, we think that's all gambling and stupid and it's not worth it. Everyone thinks that. So Bitcoin shit on Ethereum, but they laugh at stocks. You see that? Stocks are above them, and then Ethereum's go to Ethereum. Ethereum people think, Bitcoin, you're old and slow and stuff. We're the new money. And then they'll laugh at maybe Solana, PulseChain, Polygon, anything else that's like a lower one, right? That's Ethereum maxis and stuff. Even on PulseChain, they're saying, Ethereum, like we're going to outperform you in the Solana, right? We're so much smaller and cheaper. And then they look down, look at the PulseChain altcoins. You see, but you're all scammed. You see, friends, you go down the risk of everyone is there. That's why when you have a 3D view of that, you understand everybody's playing the same game. It's just that, as I tell you, the best portfolio to have is the one that helps you sleep at night. So what everyone is actually doing is they're telling you, I have a sleepy, comfortable session with this coin. That's what they're actually saying. So that's when I hear that, that's all that's going through my head. I'm like, okay, bro, you feel very comfortable in Bitcoin with like 3% of your portfolio, or 3%, boring for us. You know what I mean? Okay, you sleep comfortable with that. I would feel uncomfortable with that. I'd feel like, squandering the opportunity of your lifetime. But all in all, friends, it's a great video to watch. I can actually link it here if you want to, just to give you a recap on things. But just be careful about the takes you grab from these. By the way, I'll be honest, I'm starting now to get very, very scared when they're mentioning different people on Twitter about like different posts and stuff. Yeah, I don't ever want to be on these. I'd never ever, unless it's the top. Otherwise, I'm like, well, you know what happens after here, friends. But I don't want to be on these, because that's how you know you're now in the mid-curve. Because, friends, it's funny. Look, it's really, really freaking hard to always pick the contrarian shit. It's really hard, friends, because it's contrarian for a reason. It's because naturally our bones, your soul, everything in it, your experiences, everything by default is telling you, stay away. Everything in you, that's your first reaction, is to tell you stay away. Just like touching a burning stove, just like putting your finger on the knife of the blade of a knife, just like standing in front of a car on a motorway, driving at full speed. Everything is telling you, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, okay? But if you use signals in the market, you go, wait a minute, why are these people doing it? Why do they have hex tattoos? Okay. Now, I'm not just saying hex PulseChain community. I'm trying to help you for all. You can apply these to anything. It's just hex community is so loud and so transparent. So is PulseChain community, right? Same thing. That it's just, you can draw every conclusion from here. And it's an opportunity, man. It's not just like one coin. You can go splat it around. It's just the greatest opportunity ever. But that's ultimately where we're leading to, friends. It is a seesaw. Okay. It's a seesaw. You know that, you ever seen that hourglass, friends? How there's sand in it and it like rinses down? That's literally, that's crypto market. Except the grains of sand, they're currency units. Okay? And you win the game if you can identify the sand is falling, but somehow you could teleport to the bottom. Okay? And imagine it's not sand, imagine it's jelly beans. Okay? So there's jelly beans that are falling through the little tube and they're landing. You just sit there with your mouth open. You have to eat the jelly beans, okay? So that's what you're trying to do. But when everyone is on the same side, all the jelly beans are there. The jelly beans are going away from them. That's the game. The hard part is always figuring out, okay, it's switched around. It's not easy, friends. But the best part about all of this is you just need to do it once. That's it. You don't need to do this 10 times, not even 2 times, just freaking once. A home run pays for everything and more. You retire off it. That's the best thing about markets, friends. You can go buy one cologne, and maybe you get a date out of it. Maybe a girl's like, wow, I love this cologne, wow. All right. Maybe you'll get lucky, you'll go to the movies, eat some fairy floss together, right? Maybe she'll hold your hand. Okay, you got lucky. But if you buy like 10 bottles of cologne, you don't get 10 times many women who want to go watch the movies with you. Because it's a consumable item. In crypto, you can invest in the share of a community, which is a network. You get it? You don't have to buy one blade of grass in a suburb. You can buy 5 houses if you want. You can. That's how you increase your bullet size in crypto. You're buying the share of a network. In stocks, you buy the share of a company. Yes? In real estate, you're buying the share of a suburb, which is in a country, right? So you're buying an actual share of the country as well. Yes? In crypto, you're buying the share of a network, which is just a community, an online community. We've never seen anything like it. There's no geographical boundaries. You see? So if you can find the ones that the market thinks is worth poop, they think it's a piece of poop on pizza, if you can have a taste of it and go, oh my gosh, this isn't poop, my friends. It's Nutella. Now you've got a ticket to retirement. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. I'm wearing a cork hat. Don't forget he loves you. Catch you in the next one.